True reconciliation cannot be achieved without economic reconciliation.
B.C.Conservative leader John Rustad was at a Truth and Reconciliation event on Monday where he spoke with First Nations leaders to address the vials that affect their communities.
We want to work with First Nations to help develop treatment and recovery within First Nations communities themselves.
During the campaign announcement, Rustad promised, if elected, to change DRIPA legislation and work in partnership with First Nations to develop a new legislation that advances economic reconciliation and Indigenous autonomy.
Laying that foundation for prosperity through economic reconciliation is the path that we believe can unleash the potential for First Nations, and by doing so, unleash the potential of our entire province.
Rustad says if elected, the Conservative Party's role as government is to be a partner with First Nations communities and work with them to establish their visions for the future.
As a provincial government, we will step up to the plate and we'll work with First Nations. We'll make sure that gets done, and we will go after the federal government to pay the bill. We're also going to be investing in new capacity building and infrastructure with First Nations to be able to support First Nations to fully engage in our economy and fully engage in those potentials.
The Union of British Columbia Indian Chiefs took to X to share their thoughts on Rustad's announcement, saying, "To announce on today of all days that Rustad will continue his crusade to repeal DRIPA is astonishingly reprehensible. This plan will set us back decades and will continue to pit First Nations against other British Columbians."
We were absolutely astonished that John Rustad would opportunize on such an important day. We felt it was necessary to challenge that and say that is so backward, regressive, and counterproductive.
Grand Chief Stuart Phillip, president of UBCIC, says repealing DRIPA is not reconciliation.
Now is not the time to go back. It's definitely in all of our best interests to move forward.
The BC Green Party as well as the BC NDP Party were also in attendance at Truth and Reconciliation events on Monday. In Vancouver, Stallone, City News.